Geeky and Kibitz. Love During Lockup edition. And guess what? Emily's here, but you couldn't guess that by looking.
No, you couldn't.
Emily is here. Emily
Yes.
in the house.
Emily
This
in
is
the
not
house.
No, super excited about this. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, my hair is fucked up, but I'm feeling
No,
good.
it isn't. It looks really good, but I
At least
understand
it's
where
not
you're
in
coming
my
from.
eyes.
No, your hair is awesome. And
Your
I was
hair
just
is
telling
awesome.
Emily
The
that like I
boobs are
can
awesome, right, Brianna?
See, she talks over me. What I want to say is that your boobs are all encompassing and I can think of nothing else. That's what I have to
always
say.
the goal.
Thanks for allowing me to say that. Okay,
She's
so
going to
moving
be
forward,
distracted by the boobage for the
I
whole.
know, and I have some, so you'd think it would be something it wasn't like a novelty for me. Anyway, welcome. You look lovely. You and your boobs
Thank you.
look lovely. Hi, everyone. I just want to say this to you before we get started, which was that I had this really, really bad nightmare last night. I dreamed that I ran out of rum and we had to do 2 podcasts. And I was like, I cannot fucking podcast without rum. That's highly unreasonable. I can't do it. Like I was panicking. It was like a bad dream.
What kind of rum?
Oh,
well,
listen.
I'm drinking this.
All right,
girl.
that's acceptable. I didn't want to
Mary.
see some like Parrot Bay.
Oh,
No. Girl, turn your camera off and then back on because you blurry.
I'm blurry again?
Yeah, and I would think it was me, except Emily's perfectly clear. So
I blame the filter. Filters always drag you down. The
what
background.
filters?
The
Oh,
love after
that
lockup
background thing,
Yeah, it happens to me sometimes. Okay, well, anyway, welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. We're really, really happy you're here.
Yes,
And Mary has
we are.
like put down a whole lot of questions for you.
I'm
Yes.
excited.
And I will go off
people have
script.
questions off of
Well,
off of
we'll
what
take
they saw on TV.
their questions later. First,
Yes,
our
we're going to take
questions.
questions from our
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Brianna will go off script and we're just going to sit and drink and smoke and
Yeah, we're all smoking weed. So it's
have a
gonna be a
girls'
great time.
night.
Yeah.
Have a
Have a
girls'
girls'
night.
night. This is almost like a girls' trip, but this is a COVID girls' trip.
No,
right
we
here.
need to take a real girls trip to the weed smoking pizza restaurant in New York City.
Which one is that?
I
Do they have
posted
one?
the pizza on my
I
profile.
want to go there.
Ooh, which
It's
place
like
is that,
It's
girl?
weed infused pizza. Hashtag at Pizza Pusha is the guy's like at, and he started this little chain of restaurants that has weed infused pizza, gelato, soda.
Where is it? In
cannoli.
Manhattan?
Yeah, there's a couple locations. There's one in Manhattan, and I think
I'm glad they're pairing
There might be one in
cannolis with
Queens.
it. Because
right.
like,
The cannolis are one of the best items that they have.
but also, you get the munchies, then you eat cannolis. That's
Of
all.
course, that's the
It has
best
everything.
part, right, girl? The munchies.
Yep. And you can
I just
smoke
want
it
you to
and
know that Brittany Lee is saying that I love Emily, my favorite person on Love During Lockup. She's straight up and doesn't get fooled. And she has nice boobs.
thank
Did
you.
you notice her boobs though?
Boobs are like.
It's all about the boobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we ready with our questions? Do
Hell
we
yeah,
want to
bring it
start
on.
asking?
Yes. I'm
Well,
dying to know what people want to know.
Okay.
Well, this is what we want to know. And then
Yes.
we'll look at their
I feel like you guys represent the general public. It's all right.
we do.
Yeah,
we
pretty
do.
much, right?
So here's what the big question is for me.
Yes.
Why did you do this?
And like, what made
What
you
were you
decide
thinking?
It was a great idea.
So, Dauri and I are huge fans of the show. We've been watching since season 1. Obviously, this show is really popular in prison, so it's a given that he watches. But I think I
That's
just
so
think the
meta,
show-
though.
I want to
we
say I was
heard
like,
it's pretty popular in prison.
it's hugely popular. It's like ritualistic that they all watch it on Friday. They have nothing else to do. They're not going out on
Is
Friday.
that not like super meta, though? Like, think about it.
No,
Anyway, so
it's so understandable. These men and women are so hopeful for love when they get out. So it gives them something to like dream about, I guess.
So you guys were together for a long time. So this was his favorite show, and then what happened?
Oh, he also loves 90 Day Fiance and a bunch of other reality TV shows.
So you
I don't
and
know.
then you guys had
From
been
there,
dating for
yeah.
a while, so it just made sense. So you sent an application or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I sent, well, obviously at the end of every episode, there's if you're in a relationship with an inmate, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
There
You
you
know?
go.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
sent the email in, and for those people that are putting in all this effort into writing the email, I literally sent them 2 sentences.
What did it say?
I was like, I've been in a relationship with this guy for, I think it was 3 years at the time. He's been in segregation for most of the time, and we've never met. As of then, we never met. So yeah, then they called me, answered some questions, and the rest is history.
Wow, you got some mojo.
Yeah.
Like coming through the words in the letter. Wow.
You know?
Impressive. Yeah.
And so how was it when the cameras showed up?
That was weird as fuck. I think I just wasn't ready. Like, it's always awkward to be around a bunch of strangers, talking about yourself.
I can imagine. By the way, I don't want to like interrupt the interview for comments quite yet, but this comment I do says I watched it when this is Lauren saying it. I watched it when I was locked up. Plus, I met my wife while I was there, and we've been together since 2019.
Yeah, exactly.
It
It's
happened.
so popular. It's so popular in person.
Wow. Wow.
And I think that they watch it in a different way than we do.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh shit, like this gives me hope, as opposed to us, we're all watching it just to laugh at, which is great. And then I guess they're also laughing at it too, because they see right through the convicts bullshit way before we do.
That's true.
That's
this stuff goes on
interesting.
in prison all the time. Like, it's nothing new. All these
Really?
stories yeah.
Oh,
Even
that's
like
that's
Dauri
interesting.
talking to another woman for money is like a regular thing. Men do that all the time. And that woman too, she was talking to numerous inmates too. So whatever the fuck she was getting out of that, she was getting it from numerous guys.
But from what I heard, it did bother you,
Oh, of
right?
course. I mean, that's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Right? Because not to just jump ahead, Mary, but
No,
if
no,
I
it's
follow
fine.
the sequence,
No, it's
It
fine.
came
like,
up.
I'm just
what
this is
I
me. I'm
heard.
going off script, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I heard from Mary, and she sent me screenshots of stuff. He was cheating on you.
Yeah.
And is
Well,
that
I mean, he
yeah.
was like active in his addiction at the time. So, I mean, it was cheating in the sense that they were like talking, but he didn't take her too seriously. He was getting money from her though. So I guess like he's not dumb. He knows that he needs to keep up the facade. She's not going to give him money for no reason. So they were in a relationship, so to say, but she never went to visit him, nothing.
But is that why you didn't go visit him?
No. A big part of there's two missing pieces of the puzzle. One was that she was lying about who she was. So she was sending him pictures of like a feminine woman, and then on her Facebook, she presents more male. She wears like Jordans and men's clothing. She wears like sports bras and stuff. So very more so masculine. But she was sending him pictures that were the exact opposite. And then I forget the other, but I'm already high.
We're all
And we have
getting
the
a little
picture
high.
of her if we want
Okay,
to
I'm
put it up.
supposed to share my
no.
screen.
So the why I didn't go visit him before. So he is in segregation. As you can see on his DOC page, it says that he's not allowed visits. So up until maybe like a year ago, he was only allowed to have immediate family members visit him because he's been in segregation.
But on the show, it looked like you were getting ready to go see him.
Yeah, I was.
But was he in segregation?
So he is in segregation, but like now he's cleared to have a non-immediate family members visit him.
But at that time, he was not allowed to see them?
No, at that time that he was. I didn't just not go visit him because I didn't want to. There were other events that happened that particular day. To give you more of an idea, like for me to go visit him, I have to leave at like 6:30 in the morning because he's only allowed to have a visit 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
So it's inconvenient.
No, I'm 2 hours away, and I have to get like a babysitter for my son because his daycare opens at 7:30. So I have to fill that like hour and get someone to drop him off. So it's a complicated situation to go visit him, but I make it happen.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll go. I didn't watch I think the last scene I watched from the show was me at the bar with my friends. So I'm not sure what played out on the show. I do go visit him, but they're absolutely right. On that particular day, I did not go visit him.
But you did go
Okay.
visit him. So you have
All right.
visited
So they
him.
just took advantage of that
Yes, and
moment.
more more outside of that too. Like this isn't some like weird ass who the fuck is she situation. Like I've met all of his family already.
I see.
It's not my fault that he wants to keep getting in fucking trouble and be in segregation.
Are you guys still together?
Yes, of course.
How much more time does he have?
Were you supposed to tell us that? Because
So,
I was just thinking you were going to be like, I can't type, but you're going to have to wait and see. And I was like, I wonder if
you
she's as stoned as me. And if she is, maybe she'll just tell us.
Oh, I mean, either way, I don't give a fuck. I'm not hiding anything.
Good for
But
you,
guys,
girl.
you guys will have to wait and see if you see us on the show.
Okay.
So
I'm
his
going to
case-
go out on a limb. I did notice earlier when we said something about you visiting him,
Mhm.
you said not at that point,
Mhm.
So that tells me you've met the man since.
Oh, of
my
course,
my
yeah.
powers of deduction.
Yeah, she just said she went to go visit him.
Yeah, and even before
said
that, even
I
before
totally missed that.
Brianna.
What? I
You're
missed
too
that. I
high.
literally didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Not
she went to
even
go
that
visit
high.
him.
Even
And-
before that,
Okay,
too,
got
we
it.
have video visits, so we can see each other over a video chat.
Right.
But then in person, he still only has window visits. His contact visits are coming this July. Stay tuned.
How long have you been together? 3 years or something?
It'll be 4 years this February. But he got a little bit of extra time. He got in some trouble while he was in prison. So usually when you get in trouble in prison, you just go through the motions and like get like their disciplinary action, whatever they have at the prison. He got an actual like street charge while still in prison. So
Wow.
yeah, so he served, you have to do 85% for violent crimes in New Jersey. So he has served the 85% that he has to serve from his original charges. And we'll see if they make him serve the whole 100%.
Well, I hope not for your
I
sake.
know, dude, he was like 19 years old. I feel like it's kind of a waste of resources to keep him in prison for something he did as a kid with other kids present. It's not like he acted alone and just robbed someone, and the person he robbed wasn't a stranger. It's kind of a weird situation, but I think it's safe to say that he's moved on from his 19-year-old ways.
How old is he?
He's 26. He'll be 26 on December 26th.
Oh, Christmas baby.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
how old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30.
Cradle robber.
Right? Isn't she?
My husband's a year and a half older than me, and I'm like, you like young
Okay,
woman.
So what's your
I tell
limit?
my husband he's a cradle robber, but he's
What-
a year and a half older. than me.
How much younger would you date?
Well, okay, my ex-husband was like 6.5 years younger than me, and it definitely
That's not that
played.
bad.
My ex was
Is-
7 years younger than me.
Okay, I know that, but you didn't marry his ass. And I'm just saying, sometimes I was sad. And here's why. It's things like the music that you heard when you were growing up. You know what
And
I
you can't
mean?
relate.
There's this thing.
Like
my
such a big
husband's-
generational gap. Come on, Brianna. I'm sorry.
No, you guys are
Well,
still in the
he-
same generation within 7 years.
Exactly.
Agree. Oh, I
Exactly.
remember my question before. Wait a minute. We have to go back for a second.
Okay.
I seem to remember
You
in the
asked if I was
first
upset with
episode.
the cheating. What you're talking about, or are you still talking about the age?
No, this is a question I don't want to forget to ask just because I am getting kind of fucked up. See,
I'm sure people
Anyway.
have tons of juicy questions.
wait,
that I'm
okay.
all here
My
for.
question is, I thought in the first episode you said you were working to become a criminal defense attorney.
Yes.
So how's that going? How's that
So-
working out with this whole thing?
So COVID and having a kid kind of threw a wrench into my plans. My son was maybe a year and a half old
Oh,
when COVID
yeah.
when hit.
Oh,
So
he's little. You have a little
Yeah.
kid.
So he's 4, yes. So like my son
Oh.
was a few months old, and then I started talking to Dauri. So I was finishing my bachelor's when my son was born. So I had like 2 more classes, and my son was maybe 3 months old, and I had finished my bachelor's degree. So then COVID hit when he was maybe a year and a half, and I was like, fuck, what do I do? I'm stuck in this apartment with a kid. I worked from home already. So I was already, cooped up there. So I got my paralegal
That's a lot.
while I was stuck at home. I did my paralegal shit. And then after that, I was like, damn,
Mary's
I took
a
the L.
paralegal.
I
She
know.
has a
Say
paralegal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for
Awesome.
interrupting. Yeah, you did your
So,
paralegal stuff.
I was overwhelmed, but I was like, I already took the LSAT before my son was born. And I was all right with my score. I got a 152. 150 is like the minimum that you would need to get into law school.
But you
Like,
passed the fucking LSAT.
Yeah.
Girl. I
Exactly.
mean, I know that like, yeah,
hard.
you might not make top tier, but that's
Yeah.
amazing. Good for
So
you.
the only thing with law school is every other schooling you can do online. Law school, you have to do like, I think it's 70% of it in person.
Wow.
They're not going to give you a law degree over the computer. That makes sense
Why?
because
Does
you
it
need public speaking abilities. You can't be digital. Imagine having a
Public
pussy ass
speaking,
lawyer
yeah.
that can't talk in front of anybody.
You think it's that different? Just because I'm now totally virtual at work,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like it's that different.
I think it's the same for like people that are trying to become doctors too. They need it in
well,
person.
that's
They
a
need
little
to
different
know.
because they need
They
to
need to
touch
know.
people. You
like,
are just doing the
morally.
same shit. Okay, so bottom line, are you so you have to put
So
off
I'm
going to
on
law
my
school?
my last semester of my master's. I decided to do that instead. I was like, master's is a little much right now. I'd have to move probably. There's only 2 law schools around the area that I live in, so that limits my options. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do my master's degree. One of my mentors, a guy that I really admire, he got his PhD and went to law school. So when he wrote me a letter of recommendation for my master's, he was like, promise me you're going to do that. So I was like, oh shit. So we'll see where I go. I got a lot of school left. Long story
Well,
short.
good for you. And is there no conflict between you dating an inmate and you going to law school? Is that
No,
not
they don't
like
care. That's actually
No, I
crazy.
mean for you. Are
Right,
those
for-
like contradictory? Yeah.
No. I mean, I'll be able to defend anyone regardless of. I even think that maybe makes me a little bit more sympathetic because I understand like their struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows?
Well, I salute you and for passing the LSATs too. Good for you, girl.
Yes, good for
I
you.
Yes.
feel like where I'm more at now, though, like after I finish my master's, I think I want to be a professor rather than maybe a practicing attorney. But I still want to get my JD. That's in the works.
I feel that you will. Anyway, I'm gonna let Mary ask some questions from her
All right,
exhaustive
bring 'em
list.
on.
No, it's okay.
Because I just
don't
started
even know
like
where the hell.
that's what I'm
what-
telling you. I have a hard time following direction.
It's okay.
But
And
since
that's
you
what I love
guys-
the most about you, girl. And
Since
I'm
you guys
stoned
are
as
from the
fuck too.
area,
I mean, come on,
Please.
please. Don't
I
put me on
gotta
the
shout
spot
out
like
my
this. All right. What
Okay.
attracts you to him the most? Like, what do you guys have in
Ooh.
common? What do you talk about?
Yeah.
What is really crazy, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? He is like the male version of me. A lot of people say that. We're very similar. We both make stupid jokes. We both love 90 Day Fiance and Love After Lockup.
It's like me
we
and
kinda-
Mary. We should
Trash
get
TV.
married.
Trash TV.
Which is why, like, you guys can talk whatever shit you want about me. I was in your position. Like, we bonded over talking shit about people on these shows. So it's expected. Go for it.
Do you think our self-esteem climbs as we laugh at other people? Is this
It
or is this like a
depends.
mean girls thing? There's so many fucking mean people like on
I
social
think that
media.
there's
We're
different
into this
levels.
shit. Yeah.
There's kind
I
of
think
like a
we feel
bullying
better about
topic.
ourselves.
Or like you can talk shit for entertainment, which is, that's
Right.
what reality TV is for.
Exactly. That's what I do. I talk shit for entertainment.
You
Yeah.
think?
But
Yes.
to actually message the people is so weird. That tells me
Exactly.
that
Or to
you are
create
very
fake
passionate about
accounts. To
Yes.
create fake accounts using their pictures.
Finstas.
Weird.
Oh,
My new word after watching Real
yeah,
Housewives of Salt Lake
whoever
City.
the fuck is going
Finsta.
after Mary is weird as hell.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Mary's being bullied. Do you guys know that Mary's being bullied by some
All right,
crazy online bully?
well, I know my shit, and I can find you the same way that she can, and they better chill.
I got her
they
info too.
they don't
So
know.
it's
Like you're not a ghost on the internet. You're always
Yeah,
fake.
I
How
know.
do you make someone stop bullying you though? Especially when you're grown. Like nobody has helped her at all. In fact, this bitch keeps getting her banned from IG. But that's
We're
why,
not
like,
here
Mary,
to
be
talk about
careful.
my
Don't
stalker bitch.
react because this girl's like an expert. She's an expert bully.
Yo, imagine
hate
her
her.
bedroom is just plastered with pictures of you.
No, it's
Oh,
scary.
She's obsessed.
Oh my God.
I know it's
She has
scary.
like your family tree on her
Yes,
bedroom wall.
probably.
Right?
Dated
What
back
the
to my
actual
great
fuck?
grandmother or some shit. I don't
really,
know.
really bad. I don't like it.
No, but that's a lot of free
Okay.
time.
Yes, that is too much
I
free
know.
time.
Well, we looked her up and we found out she's a caregiver for her living. So good for her. That's a noble career. But basically, she's sitting around while some person is sleeping.
Why
in
do
the
I
other
feel
room.
like that's a storyline from a show that we watched? Like
Right?
a caregiver with too much time on their hands, like meet someone
But
online.
an Etsy store selling some
Yeah,
knockoff
what?
90-day merchandise.
That sounds so
I feel
familiar.
like she's the chick that Donald Trump was talking about when he was talking about hackers, that like he's like some 300-pound guy that down there in their basement.
Yeah,
Like,
that's her.
That's who this
That's
bitch is.
her.
She's some fucking crazy bored troll who can't get on my 600-pound line.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
and imagine the amount of emails she probably has to make to make all these new accounts.
She's a stupid cow. I don't like her. Anyway,
I don't like
please-
her either.
Please continue.
Emily,
Oh my God.
I have
You
3 words for you. 3
Yes.
words. The fans want to know. Power
Oh,
of
this-
attorney.
I don't
Oh, what about it?
Yeah, what about it?
Was that necessary?
What do you mean?
How did you talk
no,
him into
no.
doing that?
No,
Like,
that
how
was
did
that
come up?
wasn't my idea.
Okay, so how did it
He
come
had-
up? Like,
He has some type of like weird resentment towards his mom. I don't know what he was thinking, but in prison, that's like a common thing. They have access to that paperwork. I guess, so, some people have assets or whatever that they left behind while they're in prison, and they need someone to take control of that. So I think those forms are easily accessible to Dauri. And he's like, you know what? My mom might fuck with me. Let me fill this. He's like a conspiracy theorist. Nothing was gonna happen.
But against his own mother.
Yeah, I don't know why
God,
he made his
I would
power of
freak
attorney
out.
because he doesn't need financial assistance. He doesn't have any money. So
and he did get a stimulus
Haven't
check.
people
he
compared
did.
people have compared her to Gabby.
Because
from-
she got the stimulus check and
Stimulus
she spent
check.
it.
How much is a stimulus check from someone
$1,500.
that's never had a job? before?
Less than
All right.
one episode of Love
So,
During Lockup pays.
This is what happened. Everyone in prison was talking about it. It was no secret. Everyone knew that there was money to get. You could get a stimulus check. He was active in his addiction at the time. Obviously, he's going to ask me about that money and inquire about it. I filled out his tax forms and everything. Like, you have to file their taxes for them to claim the money. Obviously, he had no income. You have to connect like a bank account to that. I also had to get the address for the prison. So I think he got like 2 checks sent to him, and then the remaining balance was deposited into my account.
And so it was no big deal, basically.
I
Or
think
were
I got,
you
like-
spending it on things that he needed too?
Well, I
'Cause
got
we
the
saw you
1,200.
buying engagement rings with it.
Oh, I did buy that, but I mean that the amount that I got isn't going to cover a ring. Like, let's be real. The fuck.
Might have been a, cubic zirconia. You never know.
Do I look like I would?
Hell no.
So that was the whole reason. I
Even
actually
your
bought-
tattoo costs more than a cubic
Yeah,
zirconia.
exactly. So the whole reason I bought that ring was because he bought me, like, in prison they have catalogs and stuff where you can buy stuff out of the catalog. He bought me like this fake ass fucking ring, sent it to me in the mail, and wanted me to wear it. And then I'm like, yeah, no. Like, if you're really serious about this, I'm not wearing that. I'll buy another one.
So do you think you're gonna get married for real?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, maybe even while he's still in prison. You gotta stay tuned.
Well, I just want you to know that we've learned some stuff about how to get pregnant when someone's in prison.
Oh,
So
for you.
Oh
Yes.
God.
Involving
You
a
could
vending
just-
machine.
Ugh, disgusting.
you can just take a page out of Andrea's book. And who was the other one? Who's the other
But see,
one?
do you really want to get pregnant while you're in prison? Like,
Fuck no.
I don't think you can be healthy with the food that
No,
they're giving.
you have a little kid, so you already know this is hard fucking work. No one
Yeah.
signs up to be a single parent if they know what they're doing.
Mhm.
Because it's
Yeah.
hard. I had a little kid once. He
Yes, me too.
grew up, which is like a thing, apparently.
They
But I
do that.
remember, yeah, some crazy shit.
But I don't even think like the food that they get in prison would put them in a healthy state to have a baby. There's like rat shit in their food sometimes.
My God.
Yeah.
One thing I know is everyone who comes out of prison weighs like 20 pounds more than they did when they went in. Do they just feed them pasta, basically?
Well, I think the only like safe things to eat are the carbs, the ramen noodles, the bags of chips,
Right.
cookies,
Right,
anything
exactly, yeah.
packaged that you can trust.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's
imagine if you have no access to all the things that kind of get our
But I think
dopamine going.
alternatively too, like if you're not eating junk food and you're just eating the
Yeah.
prison food, you're gonna
Yeah.
lose a shitload of weight.
Yeah. But you already can't have sex. You can't smoke weed.
How
You
does
can't
that
do
burn
all
tons
these
of
things.
calories?
What do you have left? Fucking pasta. Like there's nothing else. I would eat a fuckload of pasta if I was in prison.
The
Just
stuff
saying.
that Dauri tells me that he eats or that he sees people eat is disgusting. He made me gag one day. He told me that someone ate a hard-boiled egg with jelly on it.
Oh my
And just
God.
those words made me gag. I
Ew.
almost threw up.
Ew. Holy
It's
shit.
one kind of choice, I guess.
Send that man to the psych ward. He belongs nowhere. near
Please.
people. He shouldn't be putting grape jelly on an egg.
Yeah, I don't care where you live, in jail or in a freaking tent. Like, do better.
Yeah, that's
Do
gonna make
better.
your stomach
Just
turn.
Do better.
Do
Oh,
better.
God.
Okay,
Ugh.
Mary, ask more questions now.
Let's talk
Fucked up.
about smoke.
Oh God,
Oh, Lord.
he might be
Let's
watching.
bring the fire with
upset.
smoke.
Be careful.
You mean
This
Anthony?
dude,
Brianna,
yeah.
share your screen. Let's share the picture of
Okay.
what's her
Boo Boo
name?
the Fool.
This is fucked up.
Let's share smoke first, okay? And his charges.
Oh,
Okay.
Anthony. Oh, okay, Anthony.
Okay, here
Wait,
we go.
not that one yet.
Oh, Alexa.
Start here.
Okay, everybody. That's the girl. That's
Can
Alexa.
you see this? Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
look
Here we go.
at those. Look at
There
those
you go.
dark ass knees.
That's the
Is there-
girl.
I don't
And
understand.
I hope to God that someone knows her and recognizes her because she pussied out to be on the show.
Oh, really?
Yes, we tried to get her. We couldn't get her. She didn't want to show her face. I think it's because she's been catfishing men in prison. Understandable.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, because she's sending feminine pictures from like years ago. But this is her. She lives a male persona. Her with the Jordans and the men's swim trunks. Like that is her.
Is that masculine? Maybe she's just a tomboy.
Well, no, those are the only pictures I could save because
We
she
have
has
one
them
more.
blocked. But no, she definitely presents male.
Oh, do you mean she's trans?
No. Like more, like a stud, like a tomboy.
Just like a
Very-
tomboy.
Yes,
Okay.
look at this picture. Like she has like the undercut, she has like the male like haircut and the Jordans. I don't know. Somebody find Alexa Rivera on Facebook, yo. She there's much better pictures than that.
She doesn't have boobs like you. Just saying.
Oh, she wears sports bras. You could tell.
I am wearing one too right now. But
Yeah, but you're at home chilling.
exactly. Okay.
A sports bra just gives you a big uniboob.
Okay. I'm actually wearing an underwire. I lied. Okay. So I feel like Michelle took her shirt.
There he
Okay.
is.
Am I supposed to show this one, Mary? You
Why not?
said three.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a
why are we
small
looking at
thing.
this? Because Smoke is accused of like conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah. Well, the
Don't
story
hang out with
that
this motherfucker.
I don't know. Dauri told me he like shot into someone's house, but now that I'm reading the article, apparently it's something else. Who knows? I wish him the best. I hope he grows up. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope he stops thinking about murdering people, but that's just a personal preference.
Yeah. See, Dauri's crime was victimless, even though he committed robbery. It was another teenage boy that he knew, and no one got hurt.
Robbery
But-
is one thing. Conspiracy to commit murder, just saying, not a good thing. Not a good look. Like your mother is not going to be proud of you. Every time I think
Or is
about,
she?
Oh my God.
Who knows? I have no idea about his family life.
You are right. That was an uninformed opinion. Let's
Yeah,
call his mom and
have
ask
no
her.
idea.
Let's find out.
Bring
Do
her
you
in.
have her number? Anyway, he didn't seem like he was your biggest fan, but was that just because you weren't going to give him money or what?
All right, I'll give you the real scoop. So, back when he was in, the only time I ever interacted with him, not even really, but he used to be in Dauri's cell. So
Right.
the way that it worked at that prison, for whatever fucking reason, segregation, instead of them coming out for the phone, they would pass the phone from cell to cell. So every conversation,
that's really good for COVID. Just saying.
yeah,
Anyway.
right. So instead of us having a private conversation, every conversation we had was with him in the motherfucking room in the background. And when I found out about the Alexa girl and the whole situation, to be honest, I was more upset about him like kind of like relapsing and being more active in his addiction. But Smoke had kind of an addiction as well. So he was taking Dauri's side. There was like benefit to Dauri talking to Alexa. He was getting money out of it too. And he was also getting, the drugs that they wanted in the room. So understandable that he doesn't like me. I kind of burst his bubble a little bit and ruined the Alexa situation. And then he had to deal with Dauri withdrawing because he wants me back. So that's that. I think at one point I had told Smoke to suck a dick, and that's why he doesn't like me. But I didn't tell him
imagine why he didn't warm up to you more after you said that.
I actually said it to Dauri on the phone and he overheard because I said it so loud. But whatever.
You can look at it so many different ways. Like that
she
could
was a
be
little
like
angry.
but like
Well,
saying,
he
may God
was in
bless
the
you is another
background.
yeah.
He was in the background telling him to hang up the phone. And it's like, bro,
Who says it's bad to suck a dick? I'm just saying. Like maybe that was a nice thing to say.
Yes.
We are
I don't
talking
know.
about past charges when it comes to Smoke.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes.
Yeah, just
What?
He's still on
Responding to a
parole.
responding
He's
to a
still on
comment.
parole.
Mm.
He's on parole for those charges still right now because it wasn't that long ago. It was only 2017.
Yeah, it was only 2017.
For violent charges, you're gonna do some time. So he's on parole right now for that.
So
Still
what
the same.
kind?
Another comment here says,
Uh-huh.
why didn't you want to answer questions about your relationship when you signed up for a show about your relationship? You were having a moment,
Okay.
right?
So
Okay, but
I didn't watch that episode, but I do not recall myself saying that. I do recall myself saying I don't like answering questions, just like in general. Like I hate like when people are on my case. But no, I have no problem answering questions about my relationship, as you see.
You've been very open tonight.
Right?
And again, it must get a little bit intense with someone asking you all kinds of personal questions all the time. Would you do it again if Dauri was getting out? Would you go back on the show with him? Or do you regret your decision?
No, I think that he wants to go back on the show. He enjoyed it.
He was barely on. He was on it for like 2 minutes.
I know.
He
I
phoned
just
in
want
a
to
couple
see
of
you and-
times, you know,
right.
a couple of phone
I thought it was
appearances.
so weird. The whole thing with smoke, so whatever. It is
When
what
he
it is.
watched you on the show, did he message you and say like, damn, your boobs look good, girl? 'Cause, I mean, he was watching you on TV. He had not been with you in person. What kind of reaction did he have?
Oh, he thought I was attractive. Like that's literally what he said. But also, I mean, he had already asked his mom, like, yo, what's up? Like, is she attractive? And his mom was like, she's the girl you would like. So he was feeling it, I guess. But I don't think he was surprised. We video chat and stuff. He's seen pictures of me.
Right.
Nothing shocking there. To anyone saying she catfished him because she's fat, you know what? Most of us are fat and we're hot. So get over it.
I agree with
And she
you.
said what she said.
America is fat and we're still hot. Okay.
Yep. And she
I
said
think
what she
you're
said.
hot. Look at those boobs.
I know.
Did I mention that? All right,
About
so-
14,000
You know what?
times, but
That's it. We're going on a date to the Weed Pizza restaurant. It's over.
I want to go to the Weed Pizza restaurant.
okay,
Let's make a
Emily,
reservation.
everybody keeps asking. Let's clarify one more time. Have you visited him yet?
Yes, I visited him, and to everyone saying that Bayside prison is closed. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They may be closed, I think, the ad seg portion of the prison, but he is in what is considered general population, but like restricted kind of. He still doesn't get contact visits, but he is free to roam now. He is out of his cell. He's on the
So
prowl.
did they really make you wear like baggy t-shirts and stuff when you go visit someone in prison?
It does specifically say no tight clothing. Yes. But also I think it says no excessively baggy clothing. Like if you're walking in there, like right out of a 90s hip hop video, they're going to be like, no, turn around.
How do you know if you've got the right amount of baggy
It's
on or
like,
not?
yeah, you're like,
Or are
like,
you like subject to the whim of whoever's there letting people in?
I don't know. Last time I was there, I wore jeans that were just like not form fitting. And that was fine. It's also a window visit. I haven't been to the contact visit yet, so I don't know if they're going to be more strict.
Are the rules different? Yeah. I'm
Yes, they're
guessing
way
that
more.
top you're
yeah.
wearing is like a no-go though.
Oh,
right?
that would definitely be a no-go.
hell
That would be a
no.
no-go.
They're going to make me wear a shirt up to here.
Exactly.
Does
She
he
gotta
have
cover
you-
the boobage.
Can he get YouTube in prison?
No.
No, too
He
bad.
can probably get a
'cause-
cell phone though. Like
Because I
they
want him to
they can
see
get
this moment.
Maybe the most I can do is like record the video with my I'll open my tablet and then record on my phone the video.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, my headphones.
Oh
They're
my
on 5%.
Oh, if they die, they die. Mary, get any hard hitting questions in that you can before her
I don't even know
earbuds
what the hell
die.
we are.
I don't either because I went off script.
It's
I don't
okay.
take
What do
direction
your
well.
parents think about all this? That's
Yeah,
I
what
wanna
do your
know.
parents
Oh my
think?
gosh. So I tried to get them
Tell
to the
us.
show. They're much older. They're in their 70s. I'm number 5 out of 6 kids. So like I'm at the end.
Well done, mom.
Obviously,
I mean, dad
yeah.
too, but like mom, mom
Mom.
did that.
My dad never changed a diaper. Out of all
There you
6 kids,
go.
he's-
Well
Exactly.
done, mom. Anyway,
Exactly.
yeah.
So I think because of that, because they're older, my dad like owns his own business. They just did not want to be on TV. But they were pretty cool with it. I told my mom like what the show was about. And she was like, wait, so you're gonna be like meeting people that have been in prison or something? I said, yep, something like that.
Did she not know you were dating a guy in prison?
No, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's need to know information.
Okay,
Oh.
so like all half the globe knows, but mama doesn't. Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
she doesn't watch TV like that. She's always hated reality TV. I've been watching like Maori since I was probably 6 years old, and she would always talk shit about it. She's like, I can't believe you like it's trash. Yep.
I know. What does that say about us?
Our
I
lives are
started a new
boring.
job recently, and my boss, my new no, I started a new job in July, and I just got a new boss recently, and he does a podcast, and it's very like work related and stuff. And I said, I podcast too, or I have a YouTube channel, and he's like, tell me what it is. And I said,
Aw.
no, I will not.
No.
I don't
All
want
right.
you to understand
But now you
how
have to
shallow
tell
I am.
him.
So he
Now you have
found
to tell
no,
him
he
because he's
found
gonna think
he
it's
He
something
found
found
it.
it. He
He
found it.
found it. And he's
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
love reality TV. He's like, 90 Day Fiance, that's all me and my wife watch together. And I was like,
Oh.
when does this happen? Like, I work in the tech industry. It's
I
kind
know,
of
and she's
serious.
like,
No,
I
you
want him
should
to
be.
know.
You should be happy that he found it. Otherwise, his mind would wander. And he'd be like,
I
"Is this some
also
like
have a yoga
sex
channel.
shit?"
I want everyone to look at my yoga channel, not this one.
Brianna's prouder of her yoga channel than this one. I want to ask her this question before I forget. Brianna,
Okay.
seriously, because
Sorry, I'll
bring it
stop
on.
asking any
Like-
questions.
The burning
Sorry.
question.
don't.
I'm making it all about me. Sorry, please go on.
Okay. Here are some words that the fans have used to describe you.
I don't know this
Nonchalant.
question.
Nonchalant, nasty, aloof, and mean. What do you respond to that?
Brad's TV.
This is a hostile
I-
interview, Mary.
I guarantee each and every one of you would have a great time having a drink with me. I'm
I'm having a
person
great
to
time
know.
right now.
I might be a cunt, but I have a heart of gold.
Would
I
I
don't
be
know,
right
that-
if I said you're actually an introvert? Because that's kind of what I was picking up was like introverted. No,
the exact opposite.
really.
Yeah.
So that last day that you, or sorry, the day where you were supposed to visit him and you were acting really not excited about it, all those things.
Oh, I was
That is what-
hungover. I was so fucking hungover. I'm surprised they didn't
They're
mention
like,
that.
this is great. Yes.
That's
no,
why I was
can't
dressed
talk.
like that.
Have
Yes,
to
I had
go
no,
puke
I
now.
had no makeup on. Every
See,
other
that's
scene,
bullshit. That's
every
like
other
the
scene,
one
my
reason
hair
not
was
to go.
done.
Yeah, right.
But then that one scene,
Your hair looks good when it's tied up. Just saying, one curly.
a lot
girl
of
to
people
another.
say that when it's out of
It
my
looks
face.
so
Don't worry,
cute.
guys. I won't.
No,
I, have, like,
I like it right
I won't
now
bring it
too.
back.
I like it right now too. I'm
I was
just
rocking
saying
the
your high
bangs.
pony. The high pony is good. It really
Yes.
is. I'm not just saying that because I have one right now.
Because you're biased.
Brianna's just a little biased.
Listen. No, this is what day 5 curls look like. There's no other option. Am I right?
It's true, but
The
Brianna
fuck
wear-
gets
else are you gonna
Emily
do?
with the curly
do
hair.
you wear a bonnet
Brianna
at
and
night?
Emily are in the curly hair.
No,
club.
but I do put my hair up and sleep on a silk pillowcase.
Oh,
Just
okay, all
saying.
right.
No, it's
right.
the struggle's real for all of us, whether it's kinky curly or not.
Mhm. Take care of your curls.
Fuck yeah. And
Right.
don't straighten them. Don't straighten your curls.
straighten
I'm
your
not
curls.
listening to that advice. I'm going to straighten my curls.
Oh, really? I want to see. I bet your hair is
What?
super
You
long.
never seen it
Your hair is
straight?
so
It is
probably
really
super long, right? Yeah.
When I was in high school, I used to do the permanent straightening. So I used to get it like chemically straightened, and then we wash your hair and it'd still be straight.
I want to see a picture of that. Yeah, no. Like if I get my hair straightened, it's just if there's any humidity, it just springs back into its natural state. I
But
wanna
if you
see a
do
picture of
that,
it
then your
straightened.
hair is pinned straight and you can't ever have any curls. So a lot of people
Exactly. It's really weird.
Yeah. One or the other.
Anyway, so do we have other hard-hitting questions for
I feel like
Emily?
fans have some questions.
Yes, so now that's what I was gonna say. So if we're
Since they're
done
so
now,
confused.
let me scroll back. People
Bring it on.
say,
Yes,
bring it
on.
on.
Oh no, I want to ask you, who is your favorite Love After Lockup couple?
Oh, all right. Definitely Angela and Tony. They made me laugh the most. I fucking love Angela. But I think as far as like in all seriousness, not just for humor, it was probably Jonna and Garrett. They're cute. I thought they were
Okay.
cute. He's a douchebag, but I thought she, out of all people, maybe took like the dating and inmate thing the most seriously. She got a house and everything. She understood what she was getting into a little bit more. I like them.
I
But yeah,
barely
Tony,
remember
douchebag.
them. I don't know how I
How?
do.
How do you? Are you OG?
I don't
or
know.
not?
Joanna and Garrett. The first,
Oh yeah.
the
No, I
very
know.
first
I
couple.
see her.
No,
Right.
Her face in
Jonna.
my-
Her
Yes,
name,
Jonna,
her name
yes.
is
I
Jonna.
remember her.
I'll never
but I don't
forget that.
remember him. I can
Yes,
barely
you don't remember him.
Oh, he's the
That's
one
right.
that I don't. This was before they did Life After Lockup, but they
Mhm.
didn't
This was-
update on them.
Yeah.
And he was with another girl and he started dating a stripper from the strip club that he was going to. And he was like, I don't know why you're on my case about going to the strip club. I'm not doing anything there. And then he was actually like cheating with a girl there. So
That's what they always say.
I know. That's
They
red
always
flag.
wind up cheating at the strip club, right?
The place that they tell you to not worry about is the place that you should worry about.
Exactly.
100%.
Okay,
I
so
just-
who's your favorite 90-day couple?
What?
Oh, Danielle and Muhammad, hands down. Or
She likes the relationships that don't work out.
Exactly, it's hilarious. Or Nicole and Azon.
You like the relationships
it's a
that
close
don't work
tie.
out. That's like the
But
same.
I will say, I own a mug that says never forget, you know, like 9/11, never forget, but it's Danielle and Muhammad.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
It's so
That's
sad.
hysterical.
That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen on TV in my life.
Oh my God.
It is, but all right, you dumb bitch. If he doesn't want to fuck you, that's all you need to know.
Right.
Right.
You're not picking up what he's putting down, sis. Just saying.
Exactly.
If he's
Okay.
not having sex with you, that's enough said.
Viewer questions. Lauren wants to know what nationality you are.
Oh, you'll never guess.
I would.
Wow. I am mostly German and Polish on one side, and then I'm Puerto Rican on the other side.
Okay, you said I'd never guess, but yeah, you're right.
You were like, no, I got this. What were you gonna say? Now I'm very curious.
No, I totally picked up the Puerto Rican.
Okay.
That was easy. I knew you were at least like half Latino.
And then Dauri is Dominican, obviously the name.
Is that a Dominican name? I
Yes,
don't
it
know that
is.
name.
No,
is.
well, it's also a thing for Dominicans to just name their fucking kids like whatever the hell they want.
That's super fucking funny.
Like it could be a made up name. It never.
It's like some
whatever.
sound you make when you're having an orgasm. My
Yes,
son-
that's exactly. Like Dowry is such a unique name. I've only seen it maybe once or twice in other situations. It's a really weird name.
How's he wearing his hair now? I like when he has it like braided. He looks good.
Right. He has dreads. He has long dreads though.
They're legit drags. Okay, I'm all in
Okay.
favor.
Okay, I can
No,
deal with
all
that.
that.
of for people, I'm a spill some tea. Some weird ass bitches were hitting up Dowry on JPay, like sending pictures to him, I guess trying to talk to him. Well, joke's on you motherfuckers. Every picture that they put on the show was him under the age of 18. So suck it. Y'all are weird.
Wow.
The only picture of him over 18, I think, is probably the one on the DOC site.
Wow.
Or
there you
no,
go.
I'm lying. Maybe the mini. No. His old DOC page, obviously. He has 2 DOC pictures that I've seen. All the rest are him under 18.
Does that mean he's been in prison for a really long time or many years
Hell yeah,
cumulatively?
he's been in prison since he was 19.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when he gets out and you guys get together, you have high confidence that whatever it is, he's rehabilitated.
Well, see, this is the thing. His mom let him be a little hoe.
Wait, say that again?
His mom let him be a little hoe. So he definitely
see.
had, like, he's been having sex maybe about the same amount of time that I've been.
You have a son, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to talk to me in like 15 years.
What does that mean?
What it means is you think people have control over their
Yes,
sons.
exactly.
They do not. Have a
No.
15-year-old kid and then
no.
let's discuss.
No, I
Right,
don't
Mary?
mean like that. I don't mean like that, but she let him have sex in the home.
Does it really matter?
No, she would like look the other way. I understand if like obviously, you work and you're not home, but she would be home and look the other way.
What about you, Mary? Mary's
I couldn't
Mary
do that.
has a kid who's
Brianna,
18.
that I would not do. My child would not be
Yeah,
having sex with me in the house.
Yeah,
right.
that is weird.
No.
As hell. That means that you're putting yourself in another room to not hear what's going on, and fuck that, because you're the owner of the house. Like that's
My parents were like that. I gotta be real.
What?
But I was, yeah, but they basically just ignored us unless we got bad grades. That was sort of it. My parents had a basement. This is when I lived in Westport, Connecticut, when I was in high school. They're like, I'm sorry, I'm taking off my boots. Also, I'm moving. This is
Brianna's getting comfortable because we're going to settle in. We're just getting started.
I can see this is going to keep going. No, and they were like, okay, as long as you guys stay in the basement, we don't give a fuck what happens.
What?
So like everything happened in our
No.
basement. I am not kidding.
My parents were very like, no boys in your room with the door closed ever.
I had like men, women, girls, boys, like everything was happening in our basement. Whatever.
Damn, you should have recorded it. You could have made money off of that.
I think they regret their choices at this point. That's what I've heard from my mom. She's like, I made some mistakes.
Does he have any kids, Emily?
Hell no, he doesn't have any kids.
Sorry.
Okay.
Let's stay on
Good.
topic.
Good.
Okay. Did I mention my dream about not having Kraken?
Dauri does not have any kids.
That's good.
But he is like heavily desired by his exes. Like they still try and hit him up, which is so weird. Because
would you try well, we started this by saying it's crazy to want to get pregnant while your person is in prison, right? Spoken like someone who has a 4-year-old. Yeah. Enjoy the reality of that situation and then think it's romantic because it's not.
Yeah, no. Especially being in school, I don't want another kid right now.
Yeah, right.
That's too much.
Here is a burning question. How tall are you?
5'10", and Dauri's shorter. He's like 5'7".
Wow, 5'10". You're super tall.
Yes.
Mary is like 4'10".
I'm 4'11", actually.
4'11", and I'm 5 feet. I'm 5 feet. Sorry, and it means a lot.
What?
Yes.
I pictured Mary as being very short. That's crazy.
4'11".
4'11", and I'm 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you guys are saying is we're having a dunk competition with Brianna as the judge.
No, if you throw a ball at me, I'd be like, unduck. Like, I am not like, don't get me involved with things like that.
Oh no, hells no.
Oh, like you're gonna be some.
She does look really tall on TV, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I just never thought about it.
You never thought about it? There's a couple of scenes that she looks really tall.
Smoke is shorter. He's a lot shorter than me.
Do you think you could
or should
his ass?
I say Anthony? I don't
Yes,
call him by
name.
nicknames.
Right.
So do you think you could kick his ass? I'm just asking.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I could find a man. I'm not stupid. But
We actually have a question from Auntie about smoke.
Okay.
Oh, hi,
She
Auntie.
wants to know why did she cry after talking to Smoke? She said she was angry, but appeared that she was not up for the challenge, which is really true.
well, what challenge though? Like, there's no conflict between us.
So why did you cry?
I cried because I'm fucking angry. I want to stab him, but I'm not in the right fucking venue to do that.
I don't want to act parental with you,
But I know a
but
lot of
stabbing
things
is
that
wrong. I'm just
Yes,
gonna throw
we
that
do
in
not
there.
condone
Stabbing is
stabbing.
No, we do not
Okay.
condone stabbing.
Well, don't reject my handshake then.
Yeah, it was rude.
That
for
was
sure.
too far.
That was rude.
And I was trying to be all nice, but no, he had it like in his head. Even when he walked up, there was something like off about him. He was shaking. It was really weird. But then again, like, I mean, dude, you're the drug addict from prison. I mean,
Yeah, the one who had conspiracy to commit murder.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like,
exactly.
Sort of serious.
Right.
I don't know. If he's upset, then that's some personal issues that he has. I don't understand why he's inserting himself in my relationship, but
Are you thinking that, let's say Dauri gets out, right? Is he not going to hang with Smoke?
I think that considering how long Gary's been in prison, he has met a lot of people in there, and a lot of people have said that they're his friend, and they kind of drift apart. Like, nothing dramatic happens between them, but they lose touch. It's difficult to keep in touch with someone that's in prison,
Right.
especially just as a friend, because it's not,
Mhm.
you don't really write your friend letters. That's kind of like no homo, you know how guys are like. So I mean, the only thing that they would have is phone calls, and life goes on. People have jobs, so he's not gonna go out of his way like I do to take a call from Dauri. I don't know.
Right.
Who knows? I don't think I would go out of my way to prevent them seeing each other. I just don't really picture it happening.
Yeah. Do we have any other user or viewer questions?
Let's see.
Sounds like real love.
It's funny though, because I have even better stories with
Tell
old
more
bunkies.
stories.
Tell us
Please tell
stories.
stories.
All ears.
They're okay. So I have two really weird stories from other
Okay.
guys that he's known in prison. So the first one, I mean, like, it's common to talk to your bunkie about like your life and shit, but I was like, yo, I know a lot of people in New Jersey. I'm the queen of New Jersey, you know that. So I was like, I know a lot of people in New Jersey. Like, someday somebody might like know me, and it's kind of weird. I don't want you to give out like details about me or talk about me too much. So as it turns out, this guy that he was in his cell with like came to the bar that I hang out at all the time, and he recognized me and everything, and he started talking to me. And he was like, you know who I am? And to this day, I'll block him on his Facebook constantly, and he'll make like a new Facebook page to try and hit me
Why?
up. It's very, I don't know. I
Weird.
honestly think it's some psychological thing, like not having access to porn and shit and never being able to jack off, but then like seeing a picture of a woman. I guess he's like obsessed with me. He has memories of like maybe thinking about me. Who knows? And then another time, a guy that he like wasn't on good terms with added me to his phone list and called me from the prison and like tried to strike up a conversation with me.
Why? Like, was it manipulative and calculated, or?
Yes, almost like they were like laughing at. Ooh, check my camera. They were laughing at Dauri because he's a clown. Like, yo, what's up with you though, ma? Like, being some corny ass motherfuckers. Yeah, it was weird. Very weird. They thought it was funny. They sounded high as hell. They were trying to ask me questions like, yo, where you from? Like, what's your
It sounds like
name?
it's really easy to get drugs in prison.
Yes, very easy.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me how easy it is to get drugs in prison.
Mhm. Beyond easy. Is that what you want me to explain? You want me to break it down? Is that what we're getting into right now?
No, but feel free. We just hadn't thought of that question, but please explain.
Well, as we all know, there are like we all watched Orange is the New Black. She had those like green dot cards. Technology
Yes.
has changed now. We have Venmo, PayPal, what have you. So that's kind of the new form of sending money. None of the money ever goes inside of the prison, but they have their ways of paying each other and exchanging it.
Is there a lot of like cryptocurrency investment?
Actually, you'd be surprised to buy some.
Like it seems like the perfect place to sell a whole bunch of Bitcoin.
Yes,
in
yes.
purchasing some of it, you can use cryptocurrency. That's how advanced some of these people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that his older brother is actually in prison too, and he does some type of like Bitcoin cryptocurrency shit. So
So
who knows?
he has other siblings in prison.
He has an older brother that is in prison for much longer for something a lot more serious. Yeah.
Does he have a lot of other siblings?
No, he has one older sibling and one younger. They're both
Okay.
half siblings, though. They all have different. He shares a mom with one and shares a dad with the other.
Okay.
There we go.
I was hoping to judge one of the parents, but it seems kind of like 50-50. I was ready to start judging, but I guess I
no.
can't.
They both had two kids, just separately from each other. Yeah.
Got it.
His dad's a scumbag, though.
Mine was too.
What?
Mine was too.
Yeah, no, his dad only like he lives maybe like 2 blocks away from his mom, and he still is not in his life. And his dad
that's a different kind of scumbag.
Yes, his dad
That's
owns hella
sad.
child support, and then he'll like dip out to Dominican Republic whenever it gets like too crazy here. Then he'll come back, when it's convenient. And he has kids in DR too.
He likes to spread his seed, huh?
Ugh, disgusting. He's like the Nick Cannon of the DR. He just wear a condom, bro.
Oh God.
They're free.
Right? Are they?
Yeah.
Well, because he's in America all the time, so I'm sure people in DR are like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? You have these opportunities in America. You're just a bum." And yeah, hell, in America they're free if you go to the right places. Not in DR, I don't think. Probably not.
Good to know. I don't go anywhere though. I just spend my life in this room. All right. So I want to really thank you for coming by. Are we good, Mary?
Yes.
With questions?
Good. Yes, I think we're good.
You are
anybody
awesome.
has any other questions?
Really, really hot boobs.
Nah.
You seem extremely intelligent. And I just want you to know that on a serious note, I'm rooting for you and I hope everything goes well.
Well, you guys will definitely hear from us in the future. I can't promise when, but stay tuned.
Well, I hope awesome things happen.
Cool.
Dauri is even more entertaining than me, so you guys haven't seen anything
yet. Well, he better, whatever happens, he better be really good to you. So, yeah. All right. Well, Mary,
I'm gonna go get
anything
more
else?
drunk.
No.
Oh, wait. Before we go, Mary, tell them about our Word on the Street reality.
Oh, yes. I just launched my new site, wordonthestreetreality.com. And I don't know. I'm stoned as fuck, Brianna. Do you want to tell them?
I do. So
ahead,
Mary
please do.
started a publication, an online publication. It's a gossip blog, and it's about 90 Day Fiance, Love After Lockup, and Friends, and now Love Without Borders. And you should go check her shit out. She's about to
please do.
rule the internet. So
yes, I'm going to take over the interwebs.
wordonthestreetreality.com. Put it in the description.
Yes,
Mary.
I will.
Anyway, love y'all. We gotta